Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, you all. How are you? Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't know why I be trying to sing. Do y'all notice that? Y'all, like when I was younger, I remember when I was younger, and let me plug this in. Hold on one second, you guys. So when I was younger, like a little kid, when I would say hi, somebody say hi to me and I say hi. And it was so funny because I didn't really notice that I did said hi like that until one of the neighborhood kids was like, one day they was like, why do you sing when you say hi, like, why do you like sing it? Anyway, y'all, good morning. Good morning. I hope y'all slept well. I hope you're having a good morning. You're free from any aches and pains, and if you dreamt about anything, it was a beautiful dream. Okay, let's see. Where are those lashes? Where are you? There's that singing again. Oh, there they are. Okay, there are lashes. And you know what's so crazy? My freaking glue is in the car. But you know what? I got some glue. I just don't got that glue. So we're going to work with what we got. That's what we do, right? We work with what we got. So I'm not doing any makeup again this morning, you guys. I'm just going to do a little brow and fill in some lashes and get on down the road. If I can find, well, here, I got a glue over here. So hold on just 1 second. Do a little bit of skincare. I apologize for being behind. I was listening to Kwani's replay. Lord Jesus, why? Why was I doing that? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But yeah, that's what I was doing. So okay, not now. Do it like that. Good morning, Beauty Sweet. Good morning, Lady T. Lady T, I need to talk to you. I really just totally left y'all. I for real just walked out the whole room. How rude. But I couldn't come on with the top that I had on, so I just had to throw on my robe. There is a lot going on. I'm just really gonna give my quick thoughts on Jaguar Wright. Responding to her, she responded to her ex-husband's interview with Tasha K. She hey y'all. Um she was on Nosy Hoes Live yesterday for a while, and she responded to her ex-husband. So I'm gonna kind of talk about that because all this other stuff that needs to be dissected like in parts, okay? In parts. But Lady T, I was thinking about having you come on the channel, and or I could come over there, either way, and do like a reading on me, maybe like a, I don't know, it's a full moon tonight, but do like a some type of reading. It could be like, this year, for the 2021 year. It could be for a specific month, whatever you feel. But I've been thinking about that. So let me know if you're available for that. I was going to make a community post about it. Then I was like, my girl got to do it if somebody going to do it. Okay. Yeah, please do too, because I got a different phone, so I need everybody's number. I haven't switched over everybody's stuff. That is so funny when you do that, like when you're cleaning up your eyebrows and all that fuzz and shit. Okay, babe. So anyway, Jaguar Wright. So I don't know if anybody was interested enough to watch or is keeping up with Jaguar Wright and all her shenanigans, but there's some people who've been keeping up with it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just give my thoughts on what I have observed. So, Jaguar Wright, she is an artist who, I guess I would just say that she hasn't been, she's an artist from years ago. She's not a artist that, has kept keeping on, making music. She made music at one time, and she has since chosen the year of 2020 to come out and speak about things that she witnessed and experienced while being in the music industry. And so it kind of went from her speaking about situations that either she was involved in or that she witnessed, to her speaking about, family, personal relationships, kids, everything. So she kind of like started here and then she just went everywhere, right? Ooh, I done shaved all my damn eyebrows, y'all. That's the only thing about your eyebrows. 1 minute they'll be cool, and then the next minute you're gonna fuck them up. But anyway, let me get the skincare on my face because my face is so dry. I washed my face with that black soap, and you gotta put some hydration on right after. Hey, Monita. Hey, boo. Yes, one day from the weekend. One day from the weekend, the last I heard, she called DC. She did. So, yes. So, which, in my opinion, I mean, okay, so why? Why? Number one, Tasha K has enough enemies that I'm pretty sure somebody may have already tried that move. Okay. I'm pretty sure that if, Tasha K has enough enemies that if somebody probably done already tried to call child services on her. But even if they haven't, why would you do that, Jaguar? I'm almost positive that no matter how fucked up of a person Tasha K, people think she is or whatever, whoever she is as a person, I'm pretty sure that they will go to that house and not see any reason to take the children out. Hey, Trevera Boo. You see what I'm saying? the thing about it is, and if Jaguar, it's, as far as my understanding of Jaguar, her stance and the reason why she is out here advocating and just talking about things and all of this, that, and the third. Um, you didn't, Hazel? Yeah, I don't know what the hell be wrong. I usually don't get my alerts until after the live goes off. So I don't know what the hell be going on. Oh shit, what am I doing? I ain't put on the rest of my skincare. Um, so anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other families, there's actual kids out here who are being abused. There's kids out there who really do need to be removed from homes. And here we are, people calling DCF, which, we got that going on over here all the time anyway. So it ain't nothing new to the beef sector. That's what they do. And I guess Jaguar is, making her way into the beef sector, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. Okay, so when she first came out and she was talking about, different situations about people in the music industry and stuff like that, I really didn't see that as a problem because, I feel like if there is whatever corrupt behavior is going on, I feel like somebody should talk about it because there's a lot more people whose lives have been ruined than whose lives have been bettered from being a part of entertainment. Okay. Especially if we're talking about back then, you know, um, you see all the time child stars and just, people who have had millions and millions and, they never have anything to show for it. Their life is fucked up. They need drugs and sex and just all this different stuff to try to get them through. So whatever corrupt behavior is going on, and then you don't hear anybody name dropping or anybody telling exact situations that have went on. So if she's going to be that person to do that, I don't knock her for that. Like, I didn't think there was a problem with that. I mean, her delivery may be a little strong, you know, but at the same time, it's like, people are not, when you are talking about stuff like this, number one, people are not going to be comfortable. It's not about making people comfortable. It's about getting the truth out there, right? And then so, moving forward, um, it's like it seems like her stance is to try to, be an advocate and help people who have, suffered from sexual abuse. And so we need people like that out here. We need people who aren't scared to talk for someone, be the voice. Like I said, name drop, go after these predators. Like we need people like that out here. And if she is signing up to be that person, okay, hey Dolly Boo. If she's signing up to be that person, then shout out to her. And of course, it's not going to be comfortable, for people or for those who are affected by it. It's not going to be comfortable for the people who are doing the abusing. So, yeah, her delivery might be strong, but it's not meant to be comfortable. It's not a comfortable conversation. Okay. Um, so I get all of that. And then when you go into the family history, because now people are starting to look at her like, well, what happened to you? Why are you, why is this your approach? Why are you taking this route? They want to know, they're looking at her now, right? And so now, she is sharing things about her own family, her own marriage, her own relationships, things that were done to her specifically, all of that kind of stuff. And everybody is not going to be 100% on board. Okay. You're always going to have people that are going to question. You're going to have people who don't believe it. Again, it's not comfortable when abuse happens or when things like this happens and then somebody starts talking about it, especially if it was something that was made to be swept under the rug, right? So we have all of that going on. She did an interview. She's been making some noise. She's gaining some attention, and people want to talk to her and interview her and ask questions. Tasha K being one of them. Tasha K sets up an interview. You know, of course, she accepts the interview request. Tasha K interviews her, and you know, people didn't like how Tasha K, they felt like she was victim shaming. They felt like she was um not just playing devil's advocate, but they just felt like she was basically playing mind games with Jaguar during that interview. Okay. And so Tasha K lost a lot of support. You know, she lost, you actually seen her numbers go down. You know, when people get to a certain height in numbers, it's hard to actually see their numbers go down because it takes a lot of people to unfollow you for you to actually see the difference. And you could actually see the dent in her following after that interview because of the way, you know, people didn't like that she was questioning if she was abused or not. And, you know, even kind of not only shaming, but placing blame as far as the reason for her being abused. And, you know, the thing about it, when you are talking about these things, just like I said about her calling DCF on Tasha K, there's children who are really out here being abused. Same thing with Tasha K, um, you know, questioning Jaguar's authenticity of her interview and the statements that she was making. There are people who really have suffered sexual abuse, have sexual all types of abuse. Even now, people are sexually abused every day. Children are sexually abused every day. So when you have someone who has finally found their voice and has finally gained enough courage to speak about what has happened to them, and you have people questioning that, you know, yeah, it's not going to be received well, especially by people who have suffered. Because that's why a lot of people don't come out and speak about the abuse, because either they tried to tell somebody that they trusted and they were shut down, or they're scared that, you know, they're going to be the ones blamed or accused or not believed, and that's even hurtful. It's almost like being abused all over again when you're sharing that part of yourself with someone. Good morning, MJ. Good morning, Hazel, Stacy. Hey, y'all. When you share that part of yourself and somebody shuts you down or questions your, you know, questions your motives, questions, you know, if it's real or not, all of that type of shit. No. Okay. Um, that will definitely be not be received well, and people will choose to really take it to their grave a lot of times. And then what happens is, you know, their quality of life is low, is very low, because they, you know, they carry it with them wherever they go, every relationship they're in, friendship, workplace, whatever, you know, it follows them wherever they go, instead of them being able to just open up, deal with it, you know, heal and move forward. They choose to keep it inside because of going through details and all of that stuff. Yes, it can damn near feel like you're being abused all over again. And then for somebody to not believe you, fuck that. Am I going to keep putting myself through this? No. So Tasha K lost a lot of support from the way that she responded to Jaguar's claims to being abused. And then, you know, so Jaguar has the support, right? And then now, of course, you have all types of people coming out talking about this interview that Tasha K did and talking about Jaguar. And, you know, you just have all types of people making videos. And, you know, it's just kind of like the Cardi B and Star Marie thing all over again, right? So the thing about it though is that Jaguar kind of started to contradict herself. And see, the thing about what I always say, the more people who listen to you, the more people that are going to be able to trip you up in what you say. Okay? And that's pretty much what's happening with her. Is the more she talks, the more people that listen, people are going to start to pick apart. Well, you said this over here, you said this over here. Hey, Veronica Boo, you absolutely believe her about Common. I agree with you, April, but she can also be triggering to survivors. She can. Yes. Because that's another thing, that talking about these situations and things like that, like I said, her delivery can be pretty strong. And so yes, of course, it can trigger survivors. It can, cause them to revisit, memories and feelings and things that they thought that they put away or got over. And now watching this, no, you'd realize that no, I'm not over it. No, it's still there. So yeah, absolutely. So so Jaguar had the support from the Tasha K interview. And she still does have support, but she had the support of the majority, and then it's just like the more she talked, now she's starting to trip herself up. Not saying that what she said happened didn't happen. It's just that you have more people questioning what she's saying, because she has been contradictive, I'm sorry. Okay, in her statements. And so I mean, to that, I would just say stop talking. This is what I feel about Jaguar. If I go to the bottom line, I feel that Jaguar should stop talking so much about her own stuff and should move forward with her goal to help others, help other victims. Okay? That's what she says she wants to do. That's what she says she's doing this for. Do that. That's what I would say. And the reason why I say that, because now you have people who are saying that she's stealing her mother's money. You have her son, her only living son, that has come out and has, spoken, verified different things and answered questions about, certain things that she said and stuff like that. And not saying that it's right. I feel like it went a step too far for Tasha K to talk to her son. But when you have people fighting for their credibility and reputation and their livelihood, they're going to pull out all stops. And of course, we're talking about Tasha K. So there is no morality there. There's no morality there. Okay. So, so anyway, you just have this thing. So, after that, that's when Tasha K, she started to reach out to her family members. They've even had some back and forth online. And, like I said, there's channels that have been created or not only been created, but have started to pick up the stories and keep up with Jaguar and Tasha K and all of that kind of stuff. So, Tasha K started to work on this series where she reaches out to the family. She's talking to family members. She's talking to ex-husbands, children. She went and found everybody that she could. And now they are saying that she's living off of her mother's money. If Adult Protection Services steps in, that could be bad for her. Okay. So that's a situation. You even have a moment in Tasha K's interview with Jaguar, where she's continuously asking Jaguar, what do you and your husband do for a living? You know, how do you guys make money? And, you know, Jaguar never straight, you know, answers the question straight on, which, I mean, honestly, it's not anybody's business. But, you know, when you have family involved and you have very strong accusations being made, when it comes to the family, they're going to protect their own. And, you know, it seems like they've already pretty much been quiet, knowing the money situation, right? But are they going to stay quiet, or are they going to start to reach out and try to find some way to stop her from living off of her mother's income? You know, I don't know. I feel like at some point she should just focus on the bigger picture, which is supposed to be helping others. Okay. So she did respond. She was on Nosy Ho's live they were all over there for hours. They were talking, you know, she was giving the rundown. She was talking about her ex-husband. She responded to everything he said, and everything. The one thing that I did notice that kind of stuck out to me as far as the husband goes, because of course people are now like, oh my God, he's a good man and he really tried to work with her and save the marriage and this, and that. Number one, you have to remember that they were in their early 20s. Okay. That's number one. They're in their early 20s. They're figuring out what they want to do in life. You know, figuring out careers. That is when she was actually out there making money, making music, touring, things like that. You know, so when you talk about infidelity, you talk about marriage, you talk about all of this kind of stuff. I'm not saying that making bad decisions is right at any age, but what I am saying is that, you know, you got the 40 somethings out here not being faithful. So, I mean, to be in your early 20s, to be out there, you know, traveling the world, living life, you know, having all eyes on you, you know, I just don't, I think there should be some leeway there. I don't know, you know, but that's just me on that. On both ends, because both were not faithful. It's not like she was just doing all of this to him and he just stayed faithful. No, he began to be unfaithful as well. So it's not like he stuck to his guns. He went in too. Like, you know, he wasn't, you know, over there acting like the Pope, or no. He gave in to temptation as well. Yes, he did. Okay? So he ain't no better. Alma says, I think she has mental issues now. I don't know if all that happened to her. I just pray she gets the help she needs. Yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, me, I don't really like to try to diagnose people. And that's the thing. People say mental issues, and there possibly could be something going on, you know, especially with her describing everything that she's been through. Now, if a person has been through all of that, I mean, are they not going to have mental issues? You know, I mean, shit. So, you know, it's our life is hard enough, let alone, you know, dealing with people or family or people hurting you on purpose. Like, you know, hey Tracy, babe. So, I don't know. That's what I feel about Jaguar. I just feel like she should just, that family shit and what happened with her ex-husband, all that shit, just leave that alone. Now she's well within her rights to respond to what was being said about her. Yes, she is. Um, you know, but at the same time, I just feel like it would be in her best interest to, you know, stand down. Stand the fuck down. Because when there's money involved, possible criminal activity involved, if you are an elder person's power of attorney for the purpose of financial gain or to control their funding and you're not taking care of them, that is criminal. That's a criminal act. Okay. And I'm not saying that what they're saying is true. I'm just saying that they put it out there for hundreds of thousands of people to see, maybe millions. Okay. And if you don't think that somebody will reach out to help that older woman be able to live a better life, um, and have the money that she worked for, you're highly mistaken. And yes, a power of attorney does stand up in court, but at the same time, if she's within her right mind and able to make that decision to change a power of attorney, she can do that as well. But what stood out to me as far as that husband is when he did speak about the son wanting to go stay with Jaguar. Hey, D Boo. Hey, Paige. So there was a period of time where the son was making the decision to go and stay with his mother. And part of it was he wanted to go to school where she was staying at. So he just figured, he would go to school there, and, that's where, and he would stay with his mother. Well, the father specifically said in that interview that he told his son he would not support him in his educational journey. He would not support his education. If he did that, like he was washing his hands. And nobody is talking about that. Nobody made a statement about that, a video about that. Nobody brought that point up or anything. That is blackmail. That is holding something over his head. If your son wants to go to school somewhere, he wants to go and stay with his mother, and you're telling him, well, if you go, I'm done with you. You can't, I'm not supporting you. Don't call me for nothing, blah, blah, blah. I mean, nobody is going to talk about that he basically made his son choose. And you know that your son wanted to go to school and that was important to him. So you held that over his head. So, I mean, I don't feel like the ex-husband is so innocent. Okay. Like I said, he fell into temptation too. Okay. He cheated too. He basically made the son choose him, and held over his head something that was important to him. And I just feel like, he's full of shit. I just don't feel like he's no better. Let me just say that. I don't feel like he's no better. Okay, Lady T. So yeah, what y'all saying? Don't mean to interrupt, Miss April. But I'm talking about Jaguar, right? Talking about Jaguar, right? And this Tasha K situation. She did an interview with Tasha K and talked a lot about her background, her family, things like that. Tasha K got a lot of backlash, and then Jaguar and Tasha K pretty much fell out after that interview, and Tasha K contacted the family to interview with them. So that's it. Talking about that. Hey, Melissa, you think her ex-husband is full of bullshit? Yeah. You welcome, babe. Yeah, I just don't feel like he is, they're trying to put him out there to be like this guy who just put up with so much, and she was just such a handful, and she was just so fucked up of a person and did him so wrong. But I've been here on Jaguar Wright since she came out about 6 months. Oh, have you? Okay. Yeah, see, okay, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't keeping up with it too much. Of course I heard and saw and all of that stuff, but I didn't keep up with it too much until, of course, the interview happened and all of that. But I just feel like, I definitely feel like people need to, I just feel like, I don't feel like everything she's saying is a lie. Some things could obviously be exaggerated and that sort of thing. I'm not saying that everything she's saying is true either. But, I just think at this point, because they're basically calling her a thief and all of that, when you start talking about money and abusing elderly and stuff like that, I think that she should fall back and just help the people that she's out here to help. You know, the people that she's out here to help, stick with that. And if she wants to like reference herself and helping them, then fine. Because it's her story. She's entitled to share it. She's obviously been quiet long enough and she's ready to speak now. And that's part of the thing too, being a victim, people never want you to talk about it, right? So I'm not saying totally be quiet. I'm just saying, just make sure all your ducks are in a row and you got all your business handled. Because when people start talking about money and stealing money, you got a family member on there talking about how her mother just borrowed $20 or something like that, but she gets $6,000 a month, and Jaguar is out there, just her and her husband are out there living off her money. That can be a problem. It can definitely be a problem. Let me see. Right, Hazel, like who tapes combos and sets people up over an interview you stole? Ooh. Sure did, because wasn't she, and that's another thing, because wasn't she supposed to interview with somebody else? Wasn't, matter of fact, was she supposed to interview with Armand? Don't tell me that's another damn interview that Tasha stole from Armand. Because she stole the Star Marie interview, remember? Stole the Star Marie interview. That was supposed to be from Mona. But the Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi is who she stole from Armand. And Mona was the Star Marie. Yep. Mona was the Star Marie and Dr. Sebi was Armand. Yep, sure was. Sure was. Yeah, she does steal a lot. She definitely does. She definitely does steal a lot. It's just, I don't know, y'all. It's just sad. But I don't agree with Jaguar calling DCF. I mean, you know, it's part of the game, but at the same time, I just feel like that was another wrong move on Jaguar, because what I feel like is at some point she's drawing too much attention to herself. And I just feel like she should fall back and at least set the foundation. So basically, she is in with like Nosy Ho. She's been advocating for a rape victim of Kenneth Petty, who is Nicki Minaj's husband. So they've been over there advocating for her. And and Jaguar has been assisting Nosy Ho in that, or supporting her in that. Let me say it like that. So I just feel like if that's the path that y'all are going with, is to help, sexual abuse victims and rape victims, I feel like it's time to take yourself out of it. It is very much so disgusting. Talk so much ish on April. I had to go watch for myself and stayed ever since. Aw, I think I found April around that time too. Aw, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. She was supposed to do an interview with our mom first, but then she ended up going with Storm. Yep, Storm. Okay, Storm got the interview before our mom. Yep, yep. That's right. That's right. Yep. I mean, it's definitely a dirty game. It's a dirty, dirty game. I don't watch Armand as much anymore because I feel like he shaded me a little bit. Like when I called in one time, because I used to call in over there all the time. I love me some Armand. When Tasha K did him wrong and they had they falling out, um, I really respected him for the way he was handling it and everything. And then I don't know what happened. But I had ended up making a video, because Tasha K, she had like fell off for a minute. Like she was kind of quiet for a minute. And then she came back with the R. Kelly stuff. And it was the title of my video. So he like shaded me on the title of my video, but he obviously had not watched the video, because if he did, he wouldn't have felt no kind of way. So I guess he felt like, titles you want people to click on. The title is supposed to get people to click on the video. So I made a video and titled it something like, "Oh, Tasha K, she back," or something like that, or whatever. But in the video, I'm talking shit. But so he obviously went by the title and not by the content, and it just really turned my stomach the wrong way. So when I called in, he was like, "Oh, yeah, because I had commented on something, and then he was like, "Oh, yeah, but then you just make a video." And I was like, "Oh, you obviously didn't watch it." And that's what I told him. And then I'm like, "Dude, fuck you. Like, I'm supporting you. The fuck? Like, number one, I don't owe you shit. That's number one. But number two, I ain't changed. Like, my feelings ain't changed. And if you too lazy to watch a motherfucking video to see what is actually being talked about, and you just want to go off the title thinking that I'm big up in Tasha K, then that's your first mistake. How about if everybody just look at the title of your videos and never go watch your content? How would you like it? You know? Yeah. Yep, Monita. That's what got me. Yep. 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 Like, oh, he got me fucked up. He got me all the way fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, Jaguar was going to do the interview with Armand, but then she decided to do it with Storm Monroe and gave Storm Monroe so many views that Tasha decided she wanted. Yep. Yeah, that's actually what made Tasha want to do the interview with Jaguar, is that how much attention she got Storm, because she wanted Storm to do the interview thinking that it wasn't going to be that much. She didn't think it was going to do what it did. Boy, was she wrong. And now look at her doing whole damn series and shit. Hey, Loyalty, how you doing, babe? When he only had 100 subs? Oh, wow. See, when I got him, I think he was like at 5,000. I think that's the video. I remember him making a 5,000 sub video. I think that's right. But yeah, he be disrespectful. He like will hang up on you, be all on the phone. He wants you to pay him for phone calls. Then you still don't get up there on the phone line. It's like, dude, you done went all the way to fuck. Your head done got too motherfucking big. And that's why, honestly, he would be way further than he is. He would be way further than he is, but it's that damn attitude that's holding him back. And then him and T.S. Madison, they back cool, which is cool, but mm, I don't know. Armand, he be in his feelings and he get real emotional when he don't get his way. So I don't know. I would probably be leery of that, but Maddie is her own woman, so she grown. But I really was happy to see, like, cause I know, like, you could really tell, like, that had bothered him, like, with them not being cool. So I was happy to see, like, they working it out or talking to each other or whatever. But I don't know. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, let's let that dry down. Hey, Sabrina Boo. Yes, cleaning. It's so cold outside today, y'all. I'm gonna get my butt down here to work. I just did some little lashes today and some lashes and some eyebrows. And right, but he won't be cool with Wiley. I think he gets more out of the beef with Wiley than he would get. No, no. I think if they linked up, that would be a good look. So I'm not gonna say that. Let me take that statement back. I was gonna let me get this mattifying moisturizer that I got. It kind of keeps the oils down. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I don't like his attitude. Yeah, is that CEO mess still going on T.S. Madison's channel too? I don't know. You know what? I haven't really watched her channel. Um, I was in James's chat and she had came in, and so I guess her TV show, she is gonna her TV show is happening. That's the only thing I know about her right now. Is that her TV show is supposed to be happening? So yeah, Maddie's about to. Yeah, yeah. And she deserves it. She deserves it. She actually did. She did the work. She deserves it. I really feel like she was patient. She did the work. She's smart with her money. You know, I mean, as far as they say, she's frugal and, she's not out here trying to be seen and whatever, she likes nice things, but she ain't going crazy, so I think she's going to do well. And I watched that tweet, crazy as fuck. I think, yeah, WeTV. Yep, WeTV. And so what is it? Is it going to be like, I need to go over there and go see what it's going to be about. For real, Beauty Sweet? Yeah, she do still got some people around her that ain't really doing her no good. But I think she's the type of person that, she really tries to look out for those who were there with her when, at the beginning and just been with her the whole time. So I get it. But just like she's patient while she's climbing up the ladder, people will be patient trying to use you. Okay. Hey, Trina. Good morning. Oh, there was a commercial. Okay, then. Uh-oh. It's a robe. It is a robe. Uh-oh. This is a moisturizer by Grown Alchemist, a matte balancing moisturizer. So I'm gonna just do some of this because y'all know I got oil for days. Ooh, yeah. So I'm gonna thank you, D Dad. So I'm gonna finish listening to Kwani's live while I'm at work today. I'm gonna try to get through it, and then maybe I'll just break it down in bits and pieces, y'all. She has Shireen over there. Lord Jesus. That's another one that just need to stop. Just stop talking. Some people just need to stop talking. Okay? Just stop talking. Like, stop trying to give people explanations and shit and all that dumbass shit. All you doing is making yourself look more and more nuts. Ah! Y'all so silly. I guess they do have like them little wrap dresses, but no. I'm just trying to help, D-Dot. I'm trying to help. You too, Jay Parrish. I was trying to let my lashes dry down a little bit before I do the squeeze on them. Yeah, they're not yet. They're not ready yet. We're gonna let those dry down until I do the squeeze on them. So I'm gonna go throw on some clothes, y'all. Love y'all. Have an amazing day. That's what you was thinking. I love y'all so much. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I just think Jaguar should just focus on trying to help victims if that's what she's out here trying to do. Um, Stop talking so much about herself. Leave that shit alone. You better double check them power of attorneys. Make sure all your ducks is in a row because it seems like the family is about to come after you for that money. And that's what you don't want. You don't want any fraud charges, any federal charges, because when you mess with people's pensions and Social Security and all that kind of stuff, that is federal. Okay, that's not what you want. So that is just my little advice, my little people advice, okay? So anyway, you can see April butt from the front. It's dangerous to wear that in the kitchen. Let alone Veronica. Y'all so silly. I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing Tuesday. What's today? Thursday. Thursday, an amazing Thursday. Lord Jesus, it's one day away from the weekend. And I'll see y'all later. Y'all be good out there, okay? Don't give them too much out there. You love the ID channel? Bye, babe.